Hi, Mike Sarah here from Customer States. If you're searching for the highest quality additives, lubricants, or cleaners for your automotive, heavy equipment, agricultural, or industrial machinery needs, look no further than the Justice Brothers line of products. From lubing your chainsaw, performing a complete fuel system treatment and decarb service on a customer's vehicle, keeping that forklift forking and lifting, or just need a can of that famous JB80 penetrant to persuade a rusty bolt, Justice Brothers has you covered. Travis Ferris of Hit Distributing is not only Southern California's authorized Justice Brothers distributor, but also a great friend of mine. Over the years, Travis has helped me and my dealership with anything and everything we need, including all the lines of Justice Brothers products and even equipment to perform the various services we may need for our specific application. HIT stands for honesty, integrity, and trust, so you know when you contact Travis, that's exactly what you'll get. That, combined with Justice Brothers supplying superior quality automotive products since the 1940s and 75 years in the racing industry, you will have absolutely everything at your disposal to get the job done. Justice Brothers is proudly made in the USA, and they have a satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Justice Brothers has the best quality products over any other competitor, and they'll gladly tell you that themselves. If you live in the Southern California area, call my man Travis Ferris at 805-208-7818. And if you don't, call him anyway and tell him I said thanks. And visit justicebrothers.com to learn more about their complete line of products. Justice Brothers, America's brand for quality.
Well, it's that time again, and it's almost a new year for Customer States Podcast.
I'm being held here against my will. Call the police.
In the new year, we resolved to call the police more. Anyways, Customer States Podcast. It's the podcast where we talk about kind of everything in the automotive industry, and also a podcast where we celebrate the new year. I'm Allie Paul. I'm a warranty administrator. Am I vamping?
Oh, is there something I should do? Call the police. Is this okay now?
Yes.
Do you want it to be, what did you say? None fart?
It has to be.
Oh, no. Shoot that shit at the ceiling, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Okay.
Hit the ceiling.
Do you want me to?
Yeah,
Okay.
hit the ceiling.
Okay. Oh, God, I'm so close. Oh, wait, come on. I'm wiggling it. I'm wiggling it.
Happy New Year!
Hopa.
Hopa dopa.
So, I'm Allie Paul. I'm a warranty administrator of 13 years. And to my left is someone. Oh, who's that? I didn't say you could make noise.
Okay.
To my left is a man that you might know if you've been here for a while. Oh, his name is, thank you for that not being on my phone. His name is Kevin Waters. Hi, Kevin.
Hello.
Hi, Kevin.
Hand me your glasses.
Okay.
I didn't have anything to do tonight, so, hey. Yeah.
Pass this down. And also,
We're drinking Prosecco, by the way.
It's a New Year tradition.
Yeah.
yeah, it's better than
Is
Champagne.
it New Year or New Year's?
It's a new year.
Oh,
tradition.
I don't know. I always think New Year. Well, you say happy.
You say Happy New Year's.
Yeah.
Well, no, you say I don't know.
No,
That's
I
weird.
think I say Happy New Year's.
There's definitely...
Hey, Siri.
No, that's going to get all of her phones going. She's listening to you right now. Stop.
Well, tell her to stop.
Michael, hand me your glass.
I wonder
There's nothing to stop
if you...
here. Check if the device is on your home Wi-Fi network.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Siri.
Wait.
So I wonder if we say, hey, Siri, when people are listening to the podcast, if that would activate all their phones. Or
No, this is what you
Xbox,
do.
turn off. All right, ready?
No, okay,
on.
you go
Wait,
first.
wait.
Xbox turn on.
Ready?
And
That's
the
pretty
microphone
nice.
is ruined.
No, this is what you do. Hey, Alexa, play Taylor Swift.
No. No.
Alexa, shut the fuck up.
Alexa, call the police.
Oh, this is wildly
Hey
getting out
Alexa,
of
play
hand.
Village People.
Oh, can I? Oh, Alexa, play Rick Roll.
Can you say that again?
She doesn't know what that means.
I loved it. It'd be great if she was
this
like,
is really
"Can you
good.
say that? Never going to give you." Oh yeah, Mazel.
Mazel.
To the new year.
Salud.
Salute. That's actually really good
Clink.
Prosecco.
Clink,
It's very good.
Clink.
clink, clink.
White
Happy
bitches
New
everywhere
Year's.
have been drinking this for years.
Eric, we miss you.
Little sweet, little tart, little dry. Not too much like a Chardonnay.
You
You
are
know what?
Goldilocks, aren't
That
you?
fucking brute champagne, not for me.
No, fuck
Too
that.
dry. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
But if you like it, I'm happy for you.
It's good if you
We love
throw
that for you.
sorbet
If you're
in it.
celebrating.
Oh, yeah, sorbet in it.
Okay. Sweeten it up a bit.
Que pasa?
Who are you?
I said who he was.
My name's Kevin Waters. I do nothing for the automotive industry except harass it and talk shit about it. And yeah,
Enjoy its products.
I appreciate yous. I enjoy your products. I just wish service advisors were replaced by iPads.
Well, we're very close. And if that happens, I will be very
So
poor.
do I.
I mean, someone's got to charge them. But yeah, and to my left is Mr. Rikus.
I'm the new version of the iPad. I'm the iPad Air.
Hey, Jake.
God, yeah. I'm Jake, and I'm a service advisor, and I do other stuff too for other people. And
Shenanigans?
what's the
Precisely.
technician
Secretary.
technician assistant, the secretary,
Secretary.
whatever.
Babysitter.
Bitch, wrench bitch. To my left is Mike.
You got to check that?
Mike Sarah. It looked like you were checking your phone to see what his last name was.
It's okay. We've only known each other for like ever, but yeah. No, my name is Mike.
Michael Joseph Sarah.
Yes. My name is Mike. I'm the senior master
I just
technician.
changed his middle name.
Oh, okay.
From
Shop
time to time.
foreman.
Yeah, for a second I'm like, wait a minute, it's not Joseph.
It's not Joseph.
It's not
I
Joseph.
was trying to think of something
Eric
more.
would be upset right now.
He would be upset.
Speaking of Eric, he's fine.
He's no longer
Hey, that's
with
crazy,
us.
Mike.
No, he is with us.
No
He's
matter what,
passed
Eric
on.
ended up in the middle of you.
Gay joke.
He'd like that.
He would. Eric has crossed over the giant rainbow bridge, the gay one, not the pet one.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. Oh, I apologize.
He's culminating
Eric.
from 5th grade to 6th grade.
What? He's under the weather today, right?
Yes, he has a bronchitis.
Or so he thinks, because he apparently has a doctorate in medical science.
If you're sick, you're sick. He doesn't feel well.
He's got an itis of his bronchioles.
He said that he was doing a lot of, and you know, it doesn't transfer well.
To the podcast.
Yes, Jake,
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah. Well, we hope Eric feels better, and we will continue on.
And we will ring in the new year proudly in his honor. But
Michael,
he's not dead.
ring in the new year. Thank you.
You too can ring in the new year.
Jesus Christ.
So, first up on the board.
Are you guys still selling those things?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
How much are they going for these days?
You know what? We have a holiday special going on.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah. You contact me at customerstatespodcast@gmail.com. I will give you a smoking deal on a hashtag sell the bell, complete with a sticker package.
Or when you're
But wait.
You said
There's
hash
more.
and smoking. What's going on? Is there like subliminal stuff going on?
or in your cart in the promo code, type in Mike's a bitch and you get 15% off.
Actually, that might work.
There's no,
Dale,
there's no
Dale.
sales going on, but I admire that.
So, we're going to continue.
You type it in and it just says, I see you.
Moving forward.
Okay.
So we had a very interesting thing. You know, the service department is getting busier. We're booking more appointments, and that's a good thing, right? So we had a customer that came in, and you know, all the other advisors are busy, and I just happened to be up there. And hello, sir, how are you doing? Are you dropping off or picking up? Dropping off. What's the last name on the reservation? Well, my appointment's not until tomorrow, but here I am today.
I get those all the time.
Yeah. So then, well, that's good. I mean, unfortunately, I cannot get to your vehicle. If you have time to leave the vehicle with us, I will have the oil change done before 6 o'clock when the dealership closes. But otherwise, there's other people in front of you. Well, what do you mean? I said, your appointment's for tomorrow. There are other people in front of you that have appointments for today.
How do you guys even entertain this shit?
So here.
Do I have a story
I
for
ask
you?
myself that every
I'd be
day.
like, yeah, that's cool, dude. You can leave it because you're early, but your appointment's for tomorrow, so you're gonna get your car worked on tomorrow.
So
What time was this?
This was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. So here's the thing. You can't go into the doctor's office and be like, well, I'm scheduled for surgery tomorrow, but
Here I am.
Oh, but they'll tell you all the time, my doctor, I can walk into my doctor and they'll take me early. Bullshit.
no.
Yeah, bullshit.
No.
No one does that. What doctor are they going
Listen,
to?
we would be more
magical
than happy
one.
to take your vehicle in right now. However, the people that had appointments before you, like you have your appointment for tomorrow, are also expecting their vehicles. How can I possibly put your vehicle in front of those other people's? Because
Simple.
just
You
decided-
write it up and you put me in front.
So again, I've said this before. Let me give you every single customer's number that's before you, their personal cell phone number, and if you can call them and get authorization
Hey,
from
bro, you
all of
cool
those
with cutsies?
people, yeah, to have cuts in line in front of you, then let's go. I'm all for it.
How?
That's the entitled people that we're dealing with, and it's not even just this area; it's everywhere across the United States. I guarantee you, listeners
I mean,
will call
I
in
feel
and
like the
tell us
easy
that.
solution to this problem is just to be like, no, I'm sorry, we don't have any openings today. So the earliest appointment I can get you in is your appointment.
He had an appointment for the next day,
Yeah,
and I
I'd be
told
like,
him.
I'd be like, I'm sorry, we don't have any availability. The next appointment we have is the one you've booked. So suck it.
That's exactly what I told him. I said,
Because
listen,
if you do that, then they get on Yelp and then the owner gets mad and says, why are you pushing away business? You're taking money out of my children's mouth.
But then you're
he
also
had
pushing
an
away
appointment
business.
for tomorrow.
Doesn't matter.
But then you're also pushing away business of all the people who did what they were fucking supposed to do. And then all those people get mad because they're going to be mad anyways because it's shit's never on time anyways. So
As
such
the
is
late
life.
owner of my dealership once told me, Jake, your job isn't to think. Your job is to sell.
Wait, your late owner?
Yeah.
He is deceased.
Well,
the brother,
it's not
the older brother.
not the one that you. No,
Oh, that's fine. We got to ugga that one out.
Older brother of him.
Oh, okay.
He passed. But yes, I was working there for about 3.5 weeks, and I told a customer something along those lines. Basically, same thing. Hey, your appointment is later. You can drop it off. There are other people in front of you. We will get to you today, but I can't guarantee it will go out any sooner than that. And that wasn't good. And somehow that he either yelped or complained to a manager that got around to so-and-so owner, and he pulled me into his office, reamed me something stupid, and said, your job is not to think, your job is to sell.
I would be more than happy to bring the customer in with the expectation that we may not have time to get to this in the time that you wanted. He was thinking that the oil change was going to take an hour to 2 hours, which is typical.
It's reasonable for
Reasonable?
a quick change.
If you have time to do it.
When your appointment is slotted, or if we don't have anything else going on, we already have multiple people that are
Wait, you
slotted
guys
for
are busy
appointments
the week after Christmas?
Oh my
That's
God.
crazy.
Who'da thunk? I mean, it's just.
We're booked out solid until the 5th.
And so, and I tell the guy, like, hey, you know what?
Thank you, sir.
We'd be more than happy to take your vehicle in today. I appreciate you coming in early, but the dealership closes at like 5 or 6 o'clock, and at that's when you can come
Well,
pick the
that's your
vehicle
guy.
up. He's like, well, I was just thinking it would take 1 to 2 hours. I'm like, it typically does, but we have other people in front of you. He's like, well, I guess I'll just take my vehicle and bring it back tomorrow when my appointment is.
Perfect.
That was probably the good idea to begin with.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a.
And speaking of which, I must be a masochist because I stayed even after being treated like that after working there for 3 weeks. This place is great.
You think you're a masochist. I've been there for 13 years.
It'll be 15 years in March for me.
Oh, I was like, wait, we're skipping some numbers there.
Math.
Oh, Kevin, what are you eating right there?
I am eating
Pwangle.
Pringles.
Prongles.
which are the Hot Ones Pringles.
Shout out to Hot Ones. Sponsor us.
Los Calientes Rojo.
Sponsored by Pringles.
No, I don't want to be sponsored by Pringles. I want to be sponsored by Hot Ones.
This is like a kind of shout out to the boys back in boys and girls
No,
back
thank
in Comanche, Texas, that sent us the original hot sauce challenge.
Did you know?
Oh, this is nothing compared to that.
Oh no,
no.
Yeah, this
No.
is way mild. Those guys know how to party.
Did you know that Prongles is brought to you by the people that make your cereal?
Kellogg's.
General Mills? Oh.
Kellogg's.
I don't eat cereal.
I love cereal.
Well, you are right now.
No, I'm eating pressed potato flakes.
If you guys can
From
find
cereal.
if you guys can find it, get down on the frosted Rice Krispies. Yeah, frosted
They do
Rice
these-
Krispies. Oh my god.
Frosted Rice Krispies.
Oh god.
So they're pre-sugared.
Oh my god.
I mean,
It's like Frosted Flakes had babies with Rice Krispies and just kaboom.
I haven't had Rice Krispies in I don't even know how long. It's you guys look so fancy, drinking your prosecco
dripping
out of
hand
Pinky
drinking.
out.
those little glasses.
Ponky. Oh.
Oh, wait. I feel like we could do
Plonk.
better.
Hold on.
Oh,
Okay.
fantastic. The reverb.
Well, I hope those glasses don't leak.
Oh. So,
Boo.
speaking of leaks,
Boo!
Terrible transition.
Fucking boo.
I'm new to this and I can see through that.
you're not that new. Anyways,
I think he's one of the oldest ones.
I'm pretty sure I said, hey, we should record this.
This is a great idea.
so since you weren't here before and don't know of the situation, and maybe there's also new people here, we had an issue at the dealership when it rained,
Oh yeah.
and there was a leak.
Another one.
So someone came out and fixed the leak. Now,
Bubblegum or a small Dutch boy?
I'm gonna say
Yes.
like whatever the opposite of Flex Seal is, that's what they used.
Rigid leak?
I'm gonna cut my boat in half.
And so they fixed the leak, and you know how like your roof has like a down spout that like where all the water collects?
Yeah.
Well, clearly something had happened with that like down part of it. I don't know the technical terms. I'm sorry.
Eaves.
And no, you know what I mean. It's
I
just
do.
like the gutter collecting area.
It would be technically considered an eave, depending upon where it was.
So the eave, and it totally like is leaking from there into the building to the point where, so before there was, it had sagged the ceiling tiles, and people used a metal umbrella to poke a hole in it to let
drain
out
it.
the water into a trash
those
can. I
things
have a
are
video of it. I'll show it
notorious
to you later.
for that.
Like an abscess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Dr. Pimple Popper Rain Leak Edition. And then they fixed it, and now you have all the water that's accumulating from
Fixed
the
it.
eave draining so hard that it's filling up like the big trash can, like your
50
house
gallon.
trash can.
Damn.
That you put on the street. Yeah, whatever, however many gallons. And now we've learned, we've taken off the ceiling tiles, we've put sheeting in, so it's going into the trash can. The trash can gets emptied several times. And mind you, the carpet has been dried and previously, and the drywall has been taken out and replaced, and now it's all happening again.
Well, there's no black mold in that office, I can guarantee you.
Well, you know where there is black mold is in my business manager's office, which is directly above the leak. So you could hear from her office.
Holy shit!
You couldn't see anything, but you could hear. So where the drain pipe goes down is in her office, and there's like a drywall little section that covers it. So it looks like kind of like a
Nah,
beam.
you guys are doing this all wrong. You need to get the crazy Chinese chain with their little like Japanese
Yes.
cups.
Oh, sure.
And then put like one of those like bamboo catch fountain things that like
Oh, it'll be calming.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Put
a
some
good
rocks
idea.
into the mix.
Water feature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually my joke when they first did the Dr. Pimple Popper. Is like, oh, we have a water feature in our office. Wonderful.
Fuck yeah, you get that rustling on some rocks.
So you could hear the water rushing, clearly not in the pipe. It's rushing just into this drywall cavity where the pipe goes. And
The mice have a water slide.
I come in the next day and her
Five going west.
entire carpet is saturated, and she's the type of person that she works in organized chaos. So there's literally like 2 feet stacks of paper all over her office, covering every area, and she knows exactly where everything is. There's also shit on the floor. So all of those papers have been saturated, and her giant file cabinets are also saturated underneath.
Well, I don't think the water is the problem. She's got shit on her carpet. She needs to get that out.
Well, it's a thing. So they come and fix that. They fix the pipe. I guess the pipe's broke or whatever.
I would say.
Whatever. It's so frustrating.
Fucking over it.
They put...
Give your balls a tug.
They fix the drywall. They've dried everything out downstairs. However, upstairs, there's no customers there, so what the fuck do they care? And it's super mildewy this morning when I go up the stairs. There's
Windows
moisture.
like fogged over.
Oh yeah, the windows are foggy. There's moisture, like on those plastic sheets where you roll your chairs over the carpet.
Yep.
It's all collected moisture under there.
Mother of God.
And there's no fans, nothing like that, because you would have to completely move all of these thousands and thousands of sheets of paper if you put a fan in there. Mm-hmm. So it was a whole thing. I look this morning and there's now a water stain on the brand new drywall, and it is completely in the shape of a giant dick and balls. I cannot make this up. That's exactly what it looks like. Everyone said the same thing.
Pictures or didn't happen.
I'll send you a picture tomorrow.
Welcome to my place of business, where we trip over $1 to pick up a dime.
Yeah.
To pick up a dick.
I think. Very good.
Very nice.
Band-Aid. Band-Aid.
So how's the shop been lately?
Now, see, a good transition would have been, since we're done with the water flow, what about yours? See, flow, water flow,
Well,
flow of the shop.
You were short on the draw
Yeah,
there.
it sounded like you were talking about her period.
Yeah.
I don't talk about that.
Now that we're done talking about your flow,
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
She gets mad. I call her my ketchup bottle.
Oh my god. Edit it out. Ugga dugga. Not allowed. Sorry you guys couldn't hear that.
Everybody finds that very hilarious. I'll have you know.
Well, Kevin just was like, oh god.
I don't need your approval.
Clearly. Shop workflow.
it's going pretty well for me. I mean, our shop's doing well. Just kidding. Fuck you guys.
Go on.
You've been rained out for like a lot of your current gig.
We had rain the last night, and we had rain today.
What-
then like one night before that.
What are you working on right now?
I do a holiday experience walkthrough.
Is that Astrolumina?
No.
Yeah.
It's as snowflakey as it sounds.
If it is Astrolumina, it looks pretty dope.
No, it's Holiday Road.
Oh,
Holiday Road.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not worried because I can say a few people on that gig are pretty cool. Everyone else can suck my fucking dick. And
do you get overtime for that?
I yes, they pay me very well for my fellatio reception. Said reception. Yeah, no, it's just like a holiday Christmas light thing that everyone sees online. A bunch of basic white bitches come in and take pictures with spiked hot
Hashtag
chocolate.
Insta.
I was just gonna say my Uggs and my pumpkins.
Damn it,
Yeah,
you beat me
we get-
to it. I was like, how many pairs of Uggs come through there?
We had
How
like
many pairs of Uggs were ruined through that place?
Oh, so fucking many, dude. We had like five-year-old kids that are like, I have to go to school tomorrow. Look at my shoes. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah,
You're a
you're
fucking
walking
5-year-old
through
boy.
soup.
Like,
It's-
get out there. You should be like shoeless right now. Like, the fuck?
Well,
Yeah.
it's been raining like on and off in our area
Yeah.
for a little while, and so where Kevin's talking about is like in the sticks or in the woods, you know.
Yeah,
So-
I have no shame. I don't give a fuck
In
about
the
people knowing where I
woods
work.
of
So I
Southern
work at
California.
Holiday Road. It's in the Santa Monica Mountains. We're at King Gillette Ranch, and it's dirt and mud and
some straw.
a lot of straw because we thought not we, but they thought it'd be a good idea to clean up the moisture and water mud pit that we are existing in by adding straw to the mix, which
Sometimes
Nice.
it may be good,
Sometimes maybe straw.
So
Yeah.
it becomes a living organism.
no. So if you
Compost.
if you live in California, you were taught about adobe.
Yes.
Adobe is a combination of mud and water and straw.
And shit.
And it makes bricks when it dries. And so we have to remove all of the material that we put on the ground. Not me, the poor fuckers that put it out.
Bless you.
Thank you. And basically what they did is they created their own hell. So they're now going to have to pick up a 300 by 600 yard sheet of 5-inch or more thick adobe brick.
Maybe they could sell it and have a side job. They could cut it out. They could have a side job, authentic Adobe brick.
Yeah, they are
Craigslist.
Mexican.
Looking
They,
to build a mission, you know.
yeah.
God.
Are you looking for siding for your mission? Yeah. Yeah. So that's going to be fun for them. But yeah, we've just been doing our loadout for the past couple days and pulling a lot of 4/0 feeder and
What was those words that you just said?
Those are words.
4/0 is a measurement of cable diameter.
Okay.
And feeder is what you call 4/0 cable that is made for entertainment from generator to distribution.
Okay.
It weighs 1 pound a foot, and we're picking up
Nice.
we're picking up 100-foot coils.
That sounds very
All
fun.
fucking day, baby. Woo!
Who needs, what's that shit called?
Does,
Where you go like this with the ropes and shit?
Oh, battle ropes.
Freaking CrossFit. You don't
Yeah.
need CrossFit.
Does aught still translate to 0
Yes.
in that sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's 40.
So
Cable.
Very big.
Yeah.
the workload at Volkswagen has been, it just seems like it's always declining. But now we have all those stalls that are being taken up with all the fun ID4 updates that have to be done. And there's an issue with every single claim that goes through.
Like you do.
8-hour updates.
Over the air updates.
Oh, it's so fun if you Google it. Like the way that the media has talked about it is so interesting. It's
Have
like,
you?
oh, it's helping the function of which it does do. It's changing functionality to some of the user interfaces.
Do you have autopilot in those?
I think that there is. I don't think it's
partial
full autopilot.
It's
Like
lane
certain
maintained.
highways.
It's lane maintained.
So it
and-
just keeps you in the white, but
Right.
it won't do like left turns.
No.
And it definitely has like adaptive cruise control and stuff like that, so it'll brake and accelerate for you,
but no,
but it
will not
doesn't
turn.
have.
It's not true autonomous.
And
Yeah.
honestly, I'm not sure of all the features that it has. To be fair, to be fair, it's. I've only driven them a couple times, and I'm mostly just looking at the bullshit paperwork that is going along
While
with
driving.
it. While driving.
Have you guys seen the IDR?
what?
I don't think so. I've heard of the ID bus that they want to.
So the IDR is like a one-off, doesn't fit any race.
Oh, be nice
Careful.
to your microphone.
Let me just put it back in tune real quick. Hold on.
Oh, wait, I'll help you.
Wait, hold on. I think you're allowed to.
Okay.
I asked for G, not E.
Okay, we're good.
It's flat.
Okay. So the IDR is not in any race qualification. Like it doesn't fall into any category, so it can't race officially in any race division. But it's pretty much Volkswagen's version of the craziest shit you can possibly make at the time.
Ooh.
So it's all electric. 4 wheels, have 4 motors, and
Insane
it's like
torque.
super high voltage. It's crushed Nuremberg. It's crushed like any track you take it to. It fucking kills the lap time.
Damn.
Just kills it. It does 0 to 60 faster than gravity. It does it in 2.6. Gravity is 0 to 60 in 2.7.
9.8 meters per second at terminal velocity.
Si, senor. But it's bonkers. They have it on UK Top Gear
Oh, okay.
Okay.
season. I want to say it's like season 23.
The next challenge is how long until it's got a Red Bull or a Hoonigan sticker on it.
It's there. It's already.
It's already red, bull, blue. I'm sure they literally just like take the magnetic bull off the side.
0 to 60 seconds, I believe, is how long.
Yeah. But yeah, really cool. Just thinking about it.
No, that
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Watching some of those like online videos, speaking of Hoonigan, with those electric super vehicles where they're tearing up the strip.
The new one with the Audi e-tron.
Yeah, where they're tearing up the Las Vegas Strip. I'm like, damn, that thing's a battery with wheels.
Yeah.
That thing's tearing it apart.
Yeah, it's like a slot car without the slots and restrictions. It's really impressive.
And it's like the only thing is, it's like when it's revving up, I'm like, it's still cool to hear, but it's not that true guttural muscle.
I can't even like make the noise with my mouth.
I know,
like it's,
exactly. Yeah, I was going to say, imagine the Jetsons spaceship on crack.
Yeah, it's really friggin' good. Really good.
Mm-hmm.
So real quick, we'll go into the mobile service updates before we go to break. So we have had 3 mobile service visits, and it's been really successful. The biggest thing is like the reception from the customers. They seem to really enjoy the convenience of having mobile service things, whether it's doing an oil change and tire rotation or taking care of a recall for them. And, you know, the customers want to come in, see the van and like, you know, see what's all going on, the tools, all that, the equipment, stuff like that.
Just dudes blowing each other.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. Kevin.
Eric just like
Oh, show me your 10
perked up
mil.
somewhere.
I had to. He's missing. I just had to bring him. You know.
But I mean,
His spirit.
it's, you know, it is very cool. And the thing that I keep trying to say, like in my script of when, you know, talking to the customers is like, you know, Amazon delivers your packages to your door. You get DoorDash, you get your food delivered to your door. You get Instacart or whatever, your groceries delivered to your door. Why not let the dealership come to your house and take care of all of your maintenance needs?
Can you balance tires? Just the van's like a washing machine and the spin cycle. It's just bouncing.
Theoretically, we can if we run the 2 vans. You know, like run the wheels and tires back to the shop, balance them, bring them back out. We don't have a balancer on the machine on the van.
Okay,
Dude, you
that's what I'm
take
asking for.
off one of the tires on the
That's
van,
what I was thinking.
kick it up, throw all
Jack
the
it up,
unbalanced
jack
tire,
it up, and just keep adding
start
weights
adding
until it
weights
stops.
until it stops jumping.
But I mean, you know, it really is beneficial to the customers, and everybody that we've talked to so far. I mean, all 3 customers seem to be really stoked about it. It's just
I was going to ask, is 3 customers successful?
well, it's honestly talking to our rep.
6.
So okay, sorry.
Talking to our rep, he had said that, you know, he was impressed with the number of mobile services that we got within the period of time that we officially launched the vehicle, because, you know, it takes time, and ideally it's more focused towards fleet accounts, things like that. You know, we got the 2 vans, you send 2 or 3 or 4 people out in the vans and you take care of a whole yard full of trucks and cars or whatever. But, you know, for right now, we're just going to be doing like basic maintenance services on customers' cars in their apartment complex, townhouse, home, whatever area.
Is it ever going to evolve? You know how like you drive on the freeways and you see just like lots of just sitting vehicles? Like, are you guys overflow lots? Like, would you guys go and like test batteries and charge batteries and shit like that? Like,
I mean,
is that something that you guys have thought about?
The mobile vans can do anything within reason, obviously not cutting rotors, balancing tires, things like that. But anything that can be done, you know, at the customer's house. We're not replacing engines. We're not doing water pumps. Any minor basic services.
Just maintenance.
Yeah, we can. You know,
Routine maintenance.
yeah, we can do, you know, brakes if we're bringing rotors and brake pads, things like that. I mean, there's a lot of tools and equipment on the vehicles.
How much extra is this?
So we
asking the real questions.
we made menu pricing for it. And if you think about, again, I'm going to compare it to like a DoorDash type situation. You know, you order Taco Bell and it's like way more expensive than when you go to the store. But hey, you can't drive, or you got a huge party here and you don't want to go to Taco Bell and go pick it up. So there's a convenience charge that's applied to it.
Delivery fee, convenience fee, gas fee, maintenance fee, technician fee.
So like 50% more?
So all cards on the table. It's basically about $45 extra for us to come out and do the service.
I feel like
no
that's
matter
totally reasonable.
what happens with the vehicle, if you need an upsell on windshield wipers or your cabin air filter is dirty or your engine air filter is dirty, whatever, it's still only an additional $45 for us to come out, approximately $45 for us to come out and actually do this service for you at your house.
So does that $45 go to the technicians, or does that just like
That goes to
the company's got to offset gas,
the gas and the registration and the insurance and the this and the that. I mean, at some point these vans will pay for themselves, but that's like years in the future.
You're right, but so what do you guys have like an idea of what, like how many people you need to do a day to make this make sense?
Yeah, we do. I mean, typically we need to have at least 25 customers a month to make the vans make sense, but it should be more than that.
Yeah, you should be doing 2 or 3 a day, right?
Well, yes, we should be doing 2 to 3 a day.
Yeah.
And again, the biggest things are fleet accounts, which in our area is huge because there's just like a lot of,
Fleets.
Thank you, Kevin. Fleets in this area.
This man's spitting.
Yeah. He speaks the gospel. But yeah, I mean, that's where the bread and butter comes from, is the fleet accounts. And, again, you can, for a minimal charge, you can go and service all of these companies' vehicles in 1 or 2 days with minimal technicians and minimal support. And it saves the company from having to send a driver out, two people out to go drop a car off at the dealership, sit around, blah, blah, do that. It's supposed to be cost efficient and time saving for the fleet companies, and customers can also jump in on that. Yes,
Allie has the floor.
Thank you. Gentleman speaker. So I ask of you. I've been watching a lot of the January 6th hearing, you guys.
Oh, Lord.
Anyways, is this a program that just your dealership is doing, or is this a rollout from actual Fjord?
No, this is a rollout from actual Fjord. Multiple dealers across the United States and maybe even Canada and stuff like that.
Are they paying you?
No,
To say this?
no,
Sponsored by Ford.
no. And I mean, it's these vehicles are fully equipped from Ford Motor Company, come like wrapped with Ford Motor Company stuff all over it. I mean, it's all inclusive.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, my food's outside, so
Oh, are you having sushi?
I am.
It's the best weather to have sushi delivered because it'll stay cold.
It is.
Well, you know what I'm thankful for?
El Ranchito Taco Shop in Lake Elsinore. And our sponsor.
That was a shameless plug.
We do it every episode.
Nick Lowrich, Matco Tools, Milwaukee as well. Hi, buddy.
Yes, and Travis Ferris supplying everybody with
Hi,
Justice
buddy.
Brothers products. You're a very nice man. Thank you.
Travis, let me know if Alex called you.
Also, we'd like to thank Dale. I thought you were going to say something and you were just looking at
I don't
me.
know.
So.
I don't know who anyone is. So
That's fine.
I
Just
can't.
nod your head and be like, yes, that's what he is.
Kevin.
We'd also like to thank Bruce Vane for these amazing tunes. We'll be right back.
I'm not on the board.
Something smells delicious in here.
Yeah, it does. I'm hungry. Jake, are you eating El Ranchito Taco Shop?
That looks amazing. What did you order?
Tacos.
What?
Guac.
Jake, are you choking? Get out of my way, Michael. He needs the Heimlich.
Oh my god, I cannot believe this is happening again. Jake, you know you're allergic to avocado. One generic allergy medication later. Are you okay?
Yeah. Almost dying is so worth it to have some El Ranchito creamy guac. Thanks, Eric, for trying to save me, even though I wasn't joking.
I know. I just wanted to get you from behind.
Well, I guess this is a good time to tell everybody that if you're ever in the Inland Empire and are craving some great Mexican food, visit El Ranchito Taco Shop in Lake Elsinore.
Seriously, I follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Ranchito Elsinore.
El Ranchito Taco Shop.
More than just great Mexican food.
Oh, this song's much better for this.
predictable.
You did this. Kevin showed us a trick, and now we cannot stop.
Did we decide who's...
I think it's you.
No.
Oh,
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to motherfucking Customer States Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Waters.
A man who needs no introduction.
And if you don't like this, just remind yourselves, you're the one that told me not to be on the board.
I do miss you being on the show. I'm not going to lie. Eric is
I do
wonderful,
too.
and I love him very, very much. But it was just like a different vibe back then.
It's okay. He's not going to listen to this.
He might. Am I the only one that listens now? Well, besides you. You listen 500 times because Mike edits the podcast.
I listen to the episodes. It's usually I'm just 2 weeks behind.
Okay. No, you're right.
weeks?
You do. 2 weeks.
Would you rather I just not listen, Michael?
Yeah, like me.
My goodness.
Yeah, you don't listen anymore either. But that's okay.
Hi, Will.
Speaking of mentally ill people and our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Jake, and I'm a service advisor. Are you okay?
I don't know. Like, I think a hot part of the chip is like... Okay, I'm good.
Oh,
So we're eating.
sorry.
hair is very
I
soft.
forgot to tell Allie this.
Hair is very soft.
Oh, thank you.
I forgot to tell Allie this, and you all are now going to be part of this conversation. Shine almost died last night.
Why? What happened?
My sister.
Cheyenne?
My sister.
Oh, I thought you said shine for a second.
No, Cheyenne.
Okay.
So my mom made a roast last night.
Is this related?
This is
That's not funny.
this is related. This is.
Okay. In
And-
honor? Fuck.
So it's, a tri-tip roast, and you let it cook forever. And so, it's a Jewish roast. I'm sure you've had it plenty of times.
Well, we usually do brisket.
Whatever.
I think Comedy Central has those.
My sister.
Yes, they do. Roast.
Jewish roasts?
My sister, who I can safely say this because she'll never listen, she does not have a whole lot of her teeth left because of her past and what she chose to do. So she can't
nice.
chew food.
Masticate.
So
Oh, that's. I don't like that. I know what it means, but like it just sounds gross.
Those are words.
those are words. So she can't really chew food. So she took a very large bite of roast, and my sister also has the mental capacity of
Oh my God.
brick. So
they love each
after
other.
this,
Speaking highly of the brick.
yes,
I'm just picturing someone smashing a piece of steak with a brick.
you're not far off. So after, and I'll tell you what happened, but after
It would
this,
make it easier to chew.
after this was done, she said that her thought process was, well, I can either spit this out or just try to swallow it whole.
That's what she said.
Yeah. So,
That is what she said.
So she swallowed this very poorly chewed roast, and it was a huge piece, and she started legitimately choking.
Oh my God.
And my mom started to freak the fuck out. I'm on my phone sitting on the couch because I'm done eating.
He's
and
recording
and
it.
I don't
I'm
know
just
what's
kidding.
going on. And my mom goes, can somebody fucking help her? And she's legitimately choking. Can't talk, can't
God.
fucking breathe. So I get up, and my mom's
From
freaking
his
out.
videos of Heimlich fails.
Yeah. So
World star.
Oh my God.
and to give you a bit of a background here, my mom hates choking to the point of it's a
Everyone does. I hate it.
no, like
Well, I actually enjoy it.
right. So harder, daddy.
I can't. I check out.
No, what I mean by
That's called gagging, Mike.
yeah, what I mean by this is like when somebody has a deep ethereal fear, whether it's nobody likes to choke, but even when you're around it, like somebody afraid of the
Her
open
fear-
water
her fear
or spiders.
Is of someone
yeah.
else choking.
Correct, the not breathing portion. So
Like not
she's
being able to
losing
save
her
them.
gourd right now, and she goes, "Can somebody help her?"
Oh
and
my
my
God.
mentality, because I'm
No.
rather hold on, because I'm generally calm, cool, and collective when it comes to freakouts like that. I'm all like, "Oh, sweet! I finally get to try the Heimlich maneuver on someone. I've never done this before," and I was pretty stoked. I'm like, "All right, I'm going to save my sister
I
today."
get
Jake's
to
like
do
getting
a
his pamphlet
thing.
out from his back pocket, like, okay, so how do I do this?
Right.
Step one.
So
Hey, Siri.
as I get up, it's like I'm like 2 feet away from her, getting ready to grab and do and just throw and
It's his sister.
solar plexus.
I've seen videos like that.
Oh my
God.
God. They're not stepsisters.
It's like every other video.
And I just hear,
Why is that?
and it's just I don't know, a piece of semi-chewed roast the size of my fist.
No,
She tried to
not the
swallow
size
that.
of fist.
Wait, she coughed it up, or
Yes,
it came out her? Oh,
it
okay.
coughed it up.
Oh, okay.
Where else would it come out?
I don't know.
It looked like a fucking owl pellet. And then she...
She tried to masticate it as best as
Yes,
possible.
and she just goes, well, I don't know. It was either spit it out or try and swallow it whole.
Spit it out, sweetie.
And my mom, my mom's crying and
Oh my
freaking
God,
out.
Lisa.
God.
It was interesting. Oh, and Kai is losing her fucking
It's her
shit
mom.
because she's thinking her mom's gonna fucking croak. And I looked at my niece and I'm like, I wouldn't have let your mom die. I might have broken her ribs trying to, get her to breathe, but I wouldn't have let your mom die. I promise. It was a very fun night.
I
That
really
sounds
don't know how to
like
follow
the
that up
epitome of
at
fun.
all.
Yeah. And my dad's in the background just watching TV. I'm not sure if he even realized what was going on because he had his headphones on watching sports.
There's a sports game in the background.
Go Red Wings. I forgot to tell you that. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you for telling me that in front of thousands of our listeners.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to my life.
Thousands of listeners.
Welcome to my
She's
crazy
choking.
life.
Dad's in the background. Yeah, they just scored a hat trick.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
So,
Mentally ill?
yeah, I don't know. Like, is this a good topic to follow that with? Like, I don't
Absolutely.
know.
if there was ever a transition to a mentally
Yes.
ill, sounds like it.
Okay, well,
I see you, Kevin. Thank you.
we deal with this from time to time. It's a customer-facing industry. There tend
It's
to be
Volkswagen.
people.
That should be enough of an answer.
Yeah, but you get them everywhere. I'm sure you get the crazies, right?
Yeah, they're buying American. Have you seen the cost of an Explorer? Are you fucking crazy?
You must be mentally ill.
Yeah.
So I walk to the dealership in the morning. I get there at about 7:25, 7:30
So
in
late.
the morning. And well, they open. I mean, I'm office staff, so really my hours are supposed to be 9 to 5, but instead I work 7:30 to like 4:30 with an hour lunch.
That's good.
So there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have some of the day left. Jake usually works till 5, so whatever.
7:30 to 6.
Yeah. Well,
So you're there anyway?
kind of, you know. But I could show up there later, but we only have one car, Jacob.
Make more money.
Okay. Moving forward.
I'm trying to empower her.
Oh, is that what it is?
Absolutely.
I really want to
Not
get
with
a
horsepower,
Vespa,
That's not a car, Allie.
but I live
Wait, how far are you?
from work.
Yeah.
No.
3 minutes?
Like a mile and point two.
Take my scooter.
Do you have a scooter?
I have an off-road
Like a
electric
little
scooter. It goes
electric
25
scooter?
miles an hour. Seriously, it just sits in the garage.
Really?
She's a hop, skip, and a jump away from the dealership.
Yeah.
Well, she'll
all
just
you
be a
need to
scoot
do is,
away
like,
now,
Yeah,
so.
I'm just a scoot,
You were there.
push and a jump.
I can see
You
it now.
know exactly
You with
where
your
she lives.
3
Oh, yeah.
handbags hanging on you riding a bird.
I only have one. I'll get a backpack.
Yeah. No, seriously, just like borrow my scooter.
I
forever.
think I might.
You should.
Borrow my
down.
scooter forever.
You can
Buy
have it
your
back
own
when you need
scooter.
it.
Someday I will call upon you for a favor. And you will do me this favor.
So I walk to the dealership in the morning, and there's always a few cars out there, like whatever. There's a black Jetta out front, a customer out there, and I don't know, like an hour and a half later, I noticed that that customer is still out there with the service riders, and things are gradually getting louder and a little more frantic, and then it definitely steps into like the manic side of things for sure. And she is screaming to the customers or to the service riders about how there is a tracker in her vehicle that the government has put there. And she also goes on to talk about how inappropriate
Bless you.
things are being done to her, by the government against her knowledge. Clearly, she is a person who suffers from something like schizophrenia.
She shows up in a shower
I don't
cap
know.
every single time.
Dude,
If
she
that
should
helps
meet
you.
my uncle Mike. Fuck.
Oh, they would get
yeah?
along great.
They could like touch foil hats and shit.
Dang.
Well, no, you don't want to touch foil hats. You just want to be in close proximity.
Oh, it's like crossing beams.
yeah.
Oh, like crossing
Definitely,
streams.
Yeah, definitely never cross streams.
I see what you mean. So, you know, she's yelling about potential like sexual assault and things like that. And there's 2 male service writers down there. And so I come down because they're like, hey, like
If there's sexual assault, I want in.
no, they're like, I think there should, the line of thinking was, I think there should be a woman here. I was like, okay, whatever. I go down there and like
need a
it's
female
pretty much
officer on
winding
scene.
down. Yeah, that's basically what happened.
Yeah.
And we start advising her, like, listen, ma'am, if you're that worried about this, you should call the police. Because at this
On
point, what do you
yourself.
do? She
On
did call the
yourself.
police. Well, they were originally trying to get her to go to the police station and drive to the police station. Okay, and tell them what is going on if she's that concerned about the issue. And like, I don't know, I feel bad. Like, clearly there's an issue happening, but also we have customers, and also like this is a place of business and we have to move things along a little bit. So she does call the police, and 1 unit shows up. It's a place with many trees. And then another officer shows up. I think there were a total of 3 units that
2.
ended up being there.
2
units. And it just de-escalates from there. She was at the dealership for 4.5 hours, just sitting in her car. And, you know, there's a lot of comments being said back and forth by different employees. And honestly, like, it's just a shitty situation. Like,
I called my
it's not her fault.
I called
like,
my dispatcher, or the dispatcher on the Volkswagen side, and I'm like, what did you do? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, the cops are called on you again? And she goes, no.
She does love a man in uniform, though. I will give her that.
And she goes, no, it's one of our customers, and she's a little kooky. And she goes, can I ask a huge favor of you? I'm like, yeah, what?
Oh, this is so funny.
And she goes, well, the cops parked behind my car and my registration tags are expired. Can you, like, if I unlock my car from the service office, can you go put on my new registration tags? I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I'm like, I've got customers. She's like, please, I don't want a fix-it ticket. So
I see Jake moseying over there.
They're not paying attention to that.
So I walk over and I grab her keys. She's like, what are you doing over here? They're going to see you do it. I'm like, Maria, you're allowed to put on your new registration tags. That's not illegal.
You're on private property
the minute you're
in
on
your
private-
place of business.
No, she's not on private property.
She's on the street.
It's street parking.
Oh yeah, you're fucked.
But I'm all like,
And the
they're
unit is
talking.
parked directly behind her,
Right, but
too.
I'm all like, they're talking with her. If I walk to your car and put on your registration sticker,
It's going to raise a little bit more suspicion.
they're not going to care. And sure enough, the guys didn't even notice I existed.
No, they're busy doing something else.
Yeah.
They're trying to de-escalate like a fairly heated situation.
So I had a relatively heated situation today.
How hot was it?
Well,
They were out of turkey.
They put the
Oh, the
No.
sandwich place.
no, my
seat
sandwich
heater
place
was on.
My
3.
sandwich place has everything I need at all times, and they are fantastic. Shout
Boar.
out to my sandwich place.
We love you,
Boar's Head.
Pearl.
I love Boar's Head.
So I have this homeless person, and you guys probably know him because you work in the area.
Tall, skinny guy, long hair.
Long
Oh,
hair.
is it homeless Jack Sparrow?
Yes.
Okay,
with-
yeah.
Yeah, with
With the dreads and like...
Well, no. So he's got. It looks like he's wearing a wetsuit.
I think that's the same guy.
Yeah, I think it's the same guy.
Older gentleman, long hair.
no.
No, he's younger.
Oh no, I
don't
know
know
the
this
one
one.
you were talking about.
Okay.
Okay, so this guy is a staple.
Is
around.
is he a gentleman of color?
No,
Okay, because there's another one that walks around that's in like a black slick suit.
no. He literally looks like he's wearing a wetsuit, which I believe what he's wearing is a wetsuit. So he's got like the booties and stuff like that.
would be horrible.
Swampy.
So I've told him numerous times to not come into our dealership because his MO is to come into the shop, go in, grab a cup of coffee, which normally wouldn't be a big deal. but he comes in, grabs a cup of coffee, and
Takes
then
a fresh dump.
walks through the dealership to go to the smoking area and grab butts out of the thing. And
We
We
have
have one of
people
those,
like that.
but he lives in the houses behind us.
so I've told him numerous times, like, I can't have you walking through the lot, let alone on dealership property if you're not doing business with the company, blah, blah. I try to be very nice to him as I can. And today he came in, we had inclement weather, and it's a little bit rainy and cold outside, and I saw him coming in. And so I said, excuse me, like,
No.
hello again.
Hello again.
You still don't have a car, so like, what are you doing here? In nicer words, and not like, hi, are you getting your car service today? How can I help you? Do you need anything? Oh no, I'm fine. And he like walks in directly past me, cold shoulder, like, dude, I've had it with this guy. And we have
So tough though.
the service drive is busy, full of cars, and this guy is obviously homeless with all of his stuff, and he's going in and like trying to grab coffee by the customers that are paying good money to have their $100,000+ vehicles serviced, right? So again, it's nothing against the unfortunate or the mishoused or displaced or whatever, but I cannot have you here right now. So I go and try to talk to my service manager. Service manager's not there. I go up to the showroom and try and find my general manager, and find my general manager and my general sales manager together. And I say, listen, over the years, I've tried to kick this guy out of the dealership numerous times for X and X and X reasons. We can't have him in the back shop for insurance issues, obviously. And we also cannot have him in the showroom and customer areas because he's fucking homeless and smells like shit and piss. And
His MO is BO.
Yeah, and he's only causing problems. So through a little bit of conversation, the GM, the GSM, and I like have a conversation, and I take off my jacket and puff out my chest a little bit, and we go up and confront this guy, and like, sir, we've told you numerous times you can't be here. Oh, I'm just trying to look at the weather. Like, we get that. Well, he's sitting down in the customer lounge watching TV, just drinking his coffee. Like
if you want to look at the weather, sir, you just step outside and go look at that.
I wanted 5 minutes after the fact, I was like, if you were curious about the weather, you were outside in it. It's fucking raining. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but this is not the YMCA. Like, you cannot stay here. Like, there are people that are doing business here and stuff like that.
You can't stay here because
So
you're homeless.
on one hand, I feel bad that he has to deal with this in his life, but I'm also not the person that made all of those life choices for him. So whatever happened or transpired,
circumstances.
absolutely, and that's why you can't judge a book by its cover, and that's why I was trying to be courteous to him all the times over the years and years and years that I've dealt with him. I mean, I'm telling you, if this guy doesn't recognize me and doesn't know my face, then he does have mental issues. But I have talked to him numerous times, like inside of the dealership, not just inside of the physical building, but like inside of the property. You cannot be here. You don't have a car here. You don't work here. You don't do anything here. Like, you cannot be inside of our property. It's A, like, dangerous, and B, dangerous.
Have you guys ever had to call the police on him?
Did I mention dangerous?
Not him.
Okay.
But I mean, that was like the next step. And, I just kind of told the GSM and the GM, I was like, listen, like, the guy's malnourished. Like, he's not really a threat unless he has a knife on him or whatever. But, like, let's just calmly try and get him out of the customer lounge.
That's the situation, right? With all of these, like, you have to try and de-escalate as much as possible because the person like will amp up and you're kind of trying to like
it's always de-escalation, especially when you're dealing with something like that. These people are, upset. Obviously they don't have a food or a home or whatever. I mean, it's unfortunate, but again, like I said, this isn't the YMCA. This is a place of business. We have people that are doing business here, good, upstanding customers, so upstanding citizens. Cannot have this kind of thing happening at this dealership.
Yeah, it's just a shitty situation.
I think a lot of the times they know that, and so it's really just more of a question of this place won't.
Can I get away with it?
Yeah, this place will let me get away with it. This place will just talk to me. This place isn't going to call the cops. No one's going to get physical. There's no security guard, and so they just look at it as like, okay, so you're going to give me the same runaround that everyone else does, which is you can't be here, you got to leave, blah, 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 a bunch of idle threats, and then nothing happens.
I mean,
and so you'll just be continuously, the minute you call the cops or the minute someone fucking headbutts this guy on accident, he's not going to come back.
You know, I almost tripped in the customer lounge earlier today, so I mean, I could see that
you
happening.
reached out to go find a countertop to grab onto, and your fist accidentally connected with his jaw.
I mean, and I've talked about this before on the podcast. I have had to call the police a few times just to help me escort people off the property. But again, I'd like to kind of keep things in the house, but I don't want to be physical or abusive to these people because it's not fair as a human. Like they have human rights, but you can't have your human rights. This isn't squatters' rights on the dealership property.
Yeah, it's a private property for business. It's not the fucking Geneva Convention signing site.
This isn't a place for you to come down, have a free cup of coffee, and watch the news.
And that's what it is. It's just freeloading. And so you're a place of business. Everything comes down to money and profit. And so they can't be there. Not to mention the fact how it makes other customers feel. Just it's not a good look.
The dude is literally wearing a wetsuit and carrying bags and smells of urine and feces. And
what do you think the wetsuit's for?
Holding in the urine
keep
feces,
it in.
apparently. So
That's how you warm up wetsuits.
again, like
It's true.
it's nothing personal, but I
Destroys the
cannot
neoprene.
have you here. Go to McDonald's. They probably cherish people like you. Like just I'm sorry.
It's very strange that this person's decided to choose a car dealership.
No,
Seems like a bad choice.
He does this at multiple dealerships.
Yeah,
He
exactly,
walks around
because
the
they know
auto mall.
that a dealership's not going to call the cops, and if they do, they can get away.
There's bathrooms, there's places to sit, there's free coffee, sometimes there's snacks.
Yeah, and no one's going to
and it's
challenge a
free.
customer. No person that works at a dealership that isn't hip to the jive is going to go, I don't know if I have a car here with your name on it, so I'm going to come up and talk shit to you. I mean, the wetsuit's not helping, but
I told you about the lady that I had to take out of the
Is that Kanye
restroom.
West?
I had to kick a lady out of the restroom that was taking a PTA bath in the in the ladies' restroom.
I've never heard that word before.
A PTA bath?
No, I've never heard that.
The hell is a PTA bath?
Pits, tits, and ass.
Oh,
we just call them whore baths.
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
we call them whore baths.
Well,
Or spit bath.
It's very funny because my mom's calling me, and unfortunately, on the YouTube video,
Hi, Mike, Mom.
everybody can just see a picture of my dog and my mom's name calling me.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, well, the video will come back. It'll be okay. Hopefully. Oh, there it goes. Anyway,
Like a glove.
and
That
watch. And she's
sounds-
probably gonna send me a text message like, "I'm sorry, I forgot you were recording tonight."
No, Allie. No, don't.
That is some really, really poor production. I have to admit of this show.
So, this is another one of my topics, I guess. And
Yes,
poor
you heard
production.
it there.
Still waiting for somebody to call the police to rescue me.
it's not poor production; it's zero production. So one of the things that we've talked about is, me becoming more of the shop foreman role, right? And it's a little bit difficult for me, like I talked about, not swinging wrenches and transitioning more into a managerial role. But at the same time, I'm still having management come down on me and like, where's your production? Like, why aren't you producing hours? So in addition to all of the things that I'm doing as far as, kicking out the body shop and putting in 8 new lifts in the shop, all the plumbing, electrical things that go like that, along with it, talking to customers, dealing with technicians, new hires. I mean, there's like a plethora of stuff. We had to get hazmat certified for the mobile service vans. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm the only hazmat certified person for mobile service, which is crazy because it was actually kind of difficult to get that. So he
Like difficult to obtain, or you had to like because of skill purposes, or like difficult
the
because
testing-
there's a lot of shit you have to do. Oh,
the testing was hard.
Okay.
There's a bunch of like online literature and learning courses and stuff like that to do.
Modules.
And then, there's a test obviously at the end. And you can only get to the test if you've passed all the prerequisite questions and stuff like that. And it gives you like a special code. And anyway, there's all this stuff. But so my general manager sends me an email and says essentially the email is one word and it says flag.
Direct.
It's extremely direct. And I'm thinking to myself, like, well, I mean, I would love to be flagging stuff, but I'm doing this, that, and the other consistently, you know, as far as making sure the rest of the shop works. And then he'll tell me, like, well, I need you to go out there and, like, you know, make sure the technicians are closing up all the stuff because it's, you know, end of month or whatever. But I also need you to, like, work on these cars and get this stuff done. I cannot do everything all at once. And it's just continually difficult to. Are you okay, Ali?
I was yawning and covering it from the camera.
It's just very hard. It's just very hard for me to like try and balance all of the. I got it. It's very hard for me to try and balance the fact that he wants me to be 100% producing technician while also making sure that all the other technicians are 100% and all of the improvements that we're doing with the dealership, including mobile service, things like that, that are not as efficient as other things. I mean, it's just,
This segment brought to you by Get Good.
Dong. We may or may not be may or may not be throwing rolled up. How do you say this? Ferrero Rocher. Is that how you say it?
I'm sorry. Was that expensive piece?
These are not expensive, but I would like to thank David for supplying these for us.
Who's David?
My service manager.
Oh,
Was that your Christmas bonus? Holiday bonus?
From him.
They're good.
Yo, no, they're very good. What is it? A hazelnut and
It's hazelnut.
hazelnut.
Hazelnuss. Well, Hazelnuss.
All right, before the show deteriorates
if
anymore.
that hit the mic stand and then went into that coupe, I would have lost my shit.
Into the coop.
Speaking of which, is that Prosecco gone?
Long
Yes.
gone.
Oh, man.
We all had like 6 glasses.
I'm skis.
How many do you have, Mike?
One.
It was good.
Well, speaking of one.
What?
Speaking of good,
Good. It's good. So, before we go to that part, Allie's having difficulties.
No, I was going to play with it, and then I realized it was going to make noise. So I was like, wait, no.
So, we have been at my dealership, have been hit with a wave of heavy line warranty work. That's kind of been just
wait, you work at Mazda Volkswagen.
He just works at Mazda.
You just said heavy line.
Nothing's heavy, he's saying.
What do you have that's heavy?
engines.
Oh, that's considered heavy.
That's a heavy line job.
So an engine
Or trans.
doing
That department.
doing an oil change on a Volkswagen Golf is heavy line work.
No.
That's quick service.
That's Lubrac.
Okay.
That's Lubrac.
Changing the head on a 4-cylinder Volkswagen motor is
Heavy line.
Wow.
No. That's just the designation because it's not an oil change or a windshield wiper motor
Or electric.
whatever. Yeah, I mean that's anything with a gasoline engine, diesel engine, anything to do with the engine that's more than just like an oil change or something like that is considered heavy line. They have what's called light line in some places, which would be like a valve cover gasket or a water pump or a serpentine belt, things like that. But generally anything that has to do with the engine is called line department. Light line, heavy line, things like that. And now you know.
It's something I didn't know until.
So, we've had a large influx of medium line.
I'm gonna come.
You can call it heavy line. It's fine.
And we had a bunch of cylinder heads and transmissions and long blocks come in pretty much back to back. And generally, it happens that way for whatever reason. You get a big influx of that
big
crap,
shipment of,
and it then goes dead, and it comes back whenever it decides to come back. So we were this close, this fucking close to getting all caught up with all of those jobs.
But then,
We were down to our last head. And just today, I had a CX9 that decided to have an overheating issue and coolant's running all the way through the exhaust manifold.
fun.
And the EGR cooler has a crap ton of coolant in it, or just sludge. And so there's that. And then we had another one, CX5, overheating concern, which totally off record and definitely didn't happen. And Allie, plug your ears and go la 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 la.
La 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 la.
It started off as allegedly just a head repair, but
Oh, no. Wait, I'm gonna. If I take my headphones off, I still hear it.
It started off as a head repair, but then my porter decided to leave the car running for about 15 minutes and
Mother of God.
overheated the engine internally and just completely shot it. So now it's a long block.
Man, that's so weird that you like. I didn't know that you were allergic to guacamole. That's amazing to me. Yeah.
Oh, is that what you were talking about?
Does this make you feel better that literal tech line told us, oh, just replace the long block. You've already got it apart.
No.
I don't know.
Doesn't surprise
I don't
me.
know anything anymore. I'm having so many issues.
La 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 la
Yeah.
la 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 la.
And then later on today, I had another cylinder head show up. Kid shows up. He's like, I smell oil. I'm like, yeah, I do too. He's like, and there's smoke when I drive it. And he drops the car off. And he's like, I'm waiting for my dad to pick me up. And I'm like, okay. And his dad shows up and he goes, yeah, it's smoking pretty bad. And I open up the hood and it's pouring smoke and it reeks of burnt oil. And I'm like, you guys need a cylinder head. And they go, how can you tell? I'm like, it's a need.
Because the car before you had the same problem.
Yeah, exactly. You see that guy leaving right there? So we went from our last one, and now we've got 2 full engine assemblies, a cylinder head, and I'm sure there'll be something else.
Man, Mazda, you guys must get so many like upper middle class entitled children that their parents are like, I'm gonna buy you a brand new car, but it's gonna be a Mazda.
It's the car with the least amount of
I
recalls.
can't tell you how many times I see very nice,
so damn true.
expensive cars drop off young kids.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
all the time.
Yes, I will get you a Mazda. It is safe. It is cheap. It is stylish. It's quick enough. It's
It is
quick.
cheap.
It's quick though. They are fast.
Mm-hmm.
I
Which
will say-
one?
The CX. No, the
Oh, really?
no,
My Mazda 6 is quick.
that's what I was gonna say.
My 2.5 turbo is not bad.
Yeah, Maddie's car, his Mazda, which was older as fuck. That thing was pretty quick.
What, the Speed 6 or whatever?
No, he just had the Mazda 6.
Oh.
But the Mazda 6, it's not bad.
But that was also a V6.
And then what's her cunt's face? She had a CX7, CX5. That thing was, dude, it was nice to drive.
Oh, I know who you're talking
I don't know who you're
about.
talking about.
Yes, you do.
Really?
The CX5 that used to live in our driveway.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
We
That
have
was the CX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the
yes.
SUV?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for flying Mike Airlines.
That was a pretty
She switched to the other side of the dealership, by
Yeah.
the way.
sucks to
Give your
suck.
balls a tug, tit fucker.
Yes. So before
She mentioned me to one of the salespeople.
Of course
she
she
said,
did.
"Oh, I know her," and they're like, "Do you know this person?" I was like,
Nope.
nope,
"Why?"
I've never met this person a day in my life.
Do you know this entitled bitch?
Your friend is. I'm like, "Oh no.
Oh, no.
No."
So everybody, this is the end of season 2.
Of the podcast, forever.
Stop, Allie.
Okay,
Stop.
it's just a joke.
End of season 2.
Season 2 has come to a conclusion. Thank you very much for listening. We will be back next year.
2
with
weeks.
Season 3.
In 2 weeks.
Thank you for letting me be a part of the last part of the season.
You're welcome.
We really
miss you,
appreciate-
Eric.
yeah.
And we appreciate you, Kevin.
I feel like we really bookended this.
Well, if you're going to talk
You
about
were
bookends,
here for the first episode and the last episode. It was nice seeing you guys.
I'll be back next year. So, are we? Oh my!
Is it a moth?
No. Is it a moth? Fuck! Allie's definitely afraid of moths.
I do not like them.
Hi,
a bee.
Hi, my name's Michael with a bee, and I've been afraid of insects my entire life. Wait, what? Huh? Where's the bee? There's a bee!
Moths are just nocturnal butterflies.
Yeah.
They're not. They move differently.
It's a nocturnal butterfly.
No, they're not.
100%.
Anyways, Happy New Year, everybody. We really appreciate you listening.
Here, I'll be Allie. Thank you to our sponsors who aren't moths.
I would never let a moth sponsor us.
Love you.
Not yet. So,
Thank you, Nick Lowrich from Matco Tools and Milwaukee Now.
Travis Ferris from Hit Distributing, supplying just
And Ray Boone at El Ranchito Taco Shop. Be that air horn,
Oh my God.
We want to thank all of our listeners.
Wait, was I clipping?
No. Yeah, you
kind of-
actually were.
no.
Oh my God.
Hey guys, we have social media. You can look us up. Just type Customer States in whatever you're on, and you'll find
we are
it.
big enough now that you can literally type in Customer States Podcast in Google. We pop up as the first hit in
Forget
everything.
the ellipses.
Oh yeah.
You don't
We've
need
forgotten
you
about
don't
the
need you don't need the ellipses to search us. It's a fallacy. You can if you want to though. We're not your dad.
I love fallacy. I mean,
Oh.
Eric's here.
And with that, we say
Bookend.
Happy New Year. Is it Happy New Year's? Happy New Year.
well, it's only one
Just
year,
one.
so happy.
But there's
to
past
this.
years.
We'll see you next year.
It's only this year that we're happy for.
Love you.
I promise 2023 is going to be better.
He promised that
That's
last
what
year.
we've said the past 3 years.
it's a Jordan year.
There's
What?
23.
Jordan was 23.
23. Yeah.
Okay. Sports.
And with that, we say
Love you.
Love you.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
love you.
Listen here, you little Brussels sprout.
Oh my God. Mike, end this thing right now.
Oh my God, I
Wildly
love you so
unhinged.
much.
Oh my God, I'll crack your head like a fucking watermelon.
Hey, guys, watch Big Mouth. It's great. Love you. Bye.
Hi, this is Mike Sarah from Customer States. Matco Tools is one of the best tool companies in the industry, and Nick Lowridge is one of the best Matco tool distributors. Nick can get me anything I need for the shop or for at home. From oil drain pans to beef jerky, Nick's got what I need on tap. Nick works in the Thousand Oaks, California area, and you too can get whatever you need by calling him at 805-796-7323. And if you're not in that area, call him anyway and tell him you heard about him from the Customer States podcast. And then you can hop on to matcotools.com and find a Matco Tools distributor near you. Matco Tools. Service, trust, results.